guys, this is Dave Santarelli here from Breaking Chart Alerts. I just wanted to do a quick trade analysis of our current open positions. So first things off, guys, great day today. Let's go over a few of our positions. First off, Apple already had its stock split. Stock is climbing nicely today, up over 4%. So today we picked up the October 16th 130 strike call, and we picked that up for $9.75 a contract. That stock's still climbing. We're still in breakout momentum. I'm expecting about 150 target on Apple from now until our October 16th monthly expo. We also have an Apple January 111.25, 112.50 vertical spread that obviously is post-split there. That was split. That is looking great. Holding on to those contracts as well. We started selling those off today. I'm probably going to finish selling those off tomorrow. They're deep in the money there, and they're for the 2022 Expo. So we got about a $1,200 profit on those. I'm going to lock those in probably first thing tomorrow morning. So Apple, as you guys could see right here in front of us, it's looking great. Still continuing that strong breakout, holding above that 10-day simple moving average. And I expect about a 150 target. We have COVID vaccine that's going to be coming out. That's also a nice catalyst for stocks to move higher. And then obviously Apple stores are going to be opening up this month here. So that's another thing that's going to shoot that stock a little bit higher. And also, as you know, a lot of schools are working from home, a lot of businesses working from home. So Apple hasn't even been able to keep up with their supplies. So very bullish on Apple, and I have about 150 short-term target on Apple. Next stock, AMC. Movie theaters. This stock jumped. Look at how much it's up today, 13%, and that's after hours here. AMC announced that they're going to be opening up all of their theaters here in, what was it? I think September 4th they just announced. So that's this week in a couple of days. So AMC started the breakout momentum. It's still holding above that 10, and I'm going to have about a $7.50 to $8 short-term target on AMC. We have the October 16th 7 strike call. So from now until October, this thing, I think we're going to have about an $8 target on that. And with that 7 strike call that we picked up for about 50 cents, that's going to be over 100% return there. So I love that trade. It's looking good. Now, going out, we have Amazon. I'm just going down here in alphabetical order. So we have Amazon. Amazon's still in breakout momentum. They actually had their price target changed to $3,800 a share a couple of weeks ago. That's still holding that breakout momentum cycle and phase and still holding above that 10-day simple moving average. It's looking good. I'm going to have about a $4,000 target on this by the end of the year here. But we have the September 18th, 3580, 3600 vertical spread. If this just climbs about 90 points from where it's at right now, from now until September 18th, that trade's going to make nearly a 200% return. So love the chart here on Amazon. That's one of the strong stocks, one of the strong tech stocks that are still continuing to run higher there. So the Amazon vertical spread is looking great. Another one, Carnival Cruise Line. Take a look at this one here. CCL. As you guys could see here, we had that 1020 cross. Let me just pull this down a little bit. We had that 1020 cross right here. We're starting that breakout momentum. Now we're going to be looking at that 20 to 2250 as our target. Again, we went with the October 16th Expo on this Carnival Cruise Line 1750 strike call because we want to capture that upside once that vaccine's released. This has been the lagging sector, the lagging industry, along with the airlines and whatnot and the hotels for the past several months since COVID hit. So once we get that vaccine and people are a little bit more confident going on cruises, we're going to continue to see that spike. And we saw that spike back here. That was a quick spike from all the way down from $11 to $25 in the matter of a month there, less than a month. And that was just from the economy opening back up. So now once we get that vaccine, I'm going to have about a $22.50 to $25 target on Carnival Cruise Line. Carnival Cruise Line trade is up about 7% for us now and looking great. Now, we also did another trade on Carnival Cruise Line. We have the October 16th, 1750 call. Those are regular calls there. But we also have the 1750-20 vertical spread. And that one could make upwards of about a 150 to 200% return right in between there. I'd have to look at the price we paid there, but I know it was pretty cheap. I think it was about 90 cents we paid for that. And that could be worth $2.50. So 250, divide that by 90, that's over 150% max net gain on that. And again, Carnival Cruise Line's just starting that breakout. Had a nice day today after dropping this morning on open. It closed near the highs of the day, still looking good. The short-term target's going to be $20 probably by the end of September. Once we get that vaccine approval, $22.50 to $25 should be an easy target on Carnival Cruise Line. And that's going to be one we're going to continue to trade here once we get that break above 1750 resistance. Now let's take a look at Cisco. We have a Cisco trade here. We have the September 18th, 42.50 strike call. And now this is a different type of strategy here. So we've been in breakout momentum for quite a while, since April on Cisco. Cisco had earnings. They got rid of their CFO, their chief financial officer, and we saw that stock drop from about $49 all the way down to about $41 here. So now this is something that I call a hook pattern. As you guys could see, let me get my annotation here. We have that big hook pattern right here. So we have that big drop from that green candle. This is our shaft. Now we have a base support here. You see this base support, the candle's holding this level pretty well. Horrible at drawing straight lines there, but now you see what a hook pattern's like. We dropped down. That was a major event that happened that caused that drop, which was our earnings. And now we are flattening out at support, and now we're going to start to curve up here, and this is going to form a hook. So that is called a hook pattern there. And now our stop on this is really simple. Our stop is going to be a candle below that base support. So that right there is going to be our stop area on this hook pattern on Cisco. So that's a different type of strategy we traded on Cisco, but I think that's going to pay off really nicely for us in the next couple of weeks. Now let's take a look at Facebook. We picked up a Facebook trade. So Facebook, we picked up the September 18th, 290, 290, 250 vertical spread here. So the nice thing about that is Facebook, as long as it's above 290, 250 a share, that stock's going to give us max net gain. So our stop on that's going to be about 290. And even if she comes down to 290, that spread's still going to have value. The reason why we got into that trade is because we got that vertical spread that's below that short-term support area here of right about 292. So we got the 290, 290, 250 vertical spread. That's looking great. I expect Facebook to continue to run higher here, and that's going to be a really nice trade setup there for us. So I think that's going to make us a max net gain of about 92% on that Facebook trade. So that's looking good. It's above max net gains now, as long as we hold above 290, 250. Next trade, let's take a look at Marriott. M-A-R. Marriott. This one was down all day this morning. I mean, she came all the way down to $100 a share. She ended the day green today, up 34 cents. Now you see the importance on those swing trades of waiting until what the stock does by the end of the day. We don't care about intraday moves on a swing trade. Now, if we're day trading, of course we do. But on these swing trades, we're looking at where the candle ends the day. So we came down just at about $100 support there, and we continue to climb off of that. Now, if we have a green candle tomorrow on Marriott, that might be a nice time to add to those contracts there. So Marriott's looking good. We have the Marriott September 18th, 105 call, and that one is going to continue higher. We got about a 120 target on Marriott there. Let's take a look at Rocket Mortgage. Our Rocket Mortgage trade's up almost 40%. We just made that trade. RKT. Here is Rocket Mortgage. This just had the IPO. Obviously, this is Quicken Loans. Wow, you missed Rocket Mortgage after hours today. This stock's up 14% after hours. This stock's nearing $32 now after hours. That is a huge move there. We're going to see massive gains on that tomorrow as this stock continues to break higher here. So I'm going to be looking, honestly, I think we're going to have a $50 target on Rocket over the next month and a half here. So we have the September 18th 30 strike call. We paid $3.60. So once we get up to 37, we have 100% return at Expo. But with this extrinsic value on this and the implied move on this, we should be seeing close to 100% gain tomorrow. We're up about 40% on it now, and I expect those gains to continue here. So she's in breakout momentum, had a nice climb. It just had its IPO just earlier in August here. Still thinking it's August. It's September 1st today, but nice breakout since that IPO began. I mean, she came in, I mean, she was down to $17.50 on that IPO, and she's already nearly doubled since that IPO price. So my target on Rocket Mortgage is going to be about $50 over the next 2 months. I love this strategy here that we have. Look at the trade plan perfection on Rocket Mortgage. A nice retracement down to that 10, big breakout, retrace back down to support at that 2750, 10 SMA, and now she's rocketing higher. No pun intended, but that's going to be a big gain for us tomorrow. And we're going to be holding on to that. I don't want to take profits too early on Rocket, but that is a nice setup on Rocket Mortgage. Now, we also picked up the Snapchat trade today. That is a new trade we just entered. And this chart here is also looking really great. So once we could break that red 50 SMA here, we just got that 1020 cross. We entered a little early today, but that was fine because once we break that 50 SMA, that's major resistance there. So if she breaks that 50 SMA at that 23 area, I'm going to be adding to this position, and I'm going to be looking for that 25 target, another $3 climb. And then we have highs about 26.80. So we have plenty of room to move on Snapchat. And once we break that 50, this is one of those trades that I want to add to. Now let's take a look at Tesla. We picked up a Tesla vertical spread on Monday after that stock split, and it's done nothing but move higher. We had the 450, 455 vertical spread. That's going to make us over a 93% return as long as Tesla's above 455 a share on Expo date. And our Expo date is September 4th, this Friday. So that's going to make us another 90-some% return as long as she's above that 455 a share on Friday's Expo. So love that setup there. Tesla's pretty strong, and we still got buyers coming in there. So looking good there and really excited for that Tesla trade. Now, UPS. We made a trade on UPS, and that trade is down a little bit here, but it's still in breakout momentum. It's holding that 160. 160 is going to be our target support area, still holding above that 10-day simple moving average as well. We had a nice breakout, consolidation for about a month, and now we're starting to climb again. And now we have the UPS September 18th 162.50 call. And the reason why we went with September 18th is because FedEx has earnings. This is not a normal trade. This is a piggyback trade off FedEx earnings a little bit later this month. So if FedEx has great earnings and the stock pops 5-10%, we should see this piggyback off that FedEx earnings. So I love that setup on UPS, and I'm going to be holding on to that. Even though we're down about 8% on it right now, if we could break this candle right here, those highs of about 165.20, I'm going to be adding to that UPS trade. And then we ended up closing out our Nike trade. We closed out our Nike trade today, and that stock still climbing 115.35 a share and still running after hours here. Stock's up over 3%, 3.1%, still continuing to climb. We may enter into another trade on Nike, but we closed out, I think, what, a 60% return on that? That was a nice trade we locked in today as well. And then our last trade we have in the Trade Challenge account is Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines today retraced right back down to that 30 support, held that 10-day simple moving average, and it's climbed since then. And we have some resistance at about 32.50, and then we're going to be looking for that 35 to 37.50 target. But our Delta trade expires this week, so if we get a red candle below that 10 SMA, we got to close out of that Delta. Remember, anything that we have for short-term expo this week, we got to be cautious and be watching that. So Delta, if we see a red candle on Delta tomorrow, I'll be getting rid of that Delta trade. If we have a green candle there, I'm probably going to initiate another trade on Delta, going with that either October, November, or even January monthly expo. So that's going to recap all of the trades that we're in. I just got back and I got some great messages on our voicemail. One of our new members started with about 10 grand. It's up to 90,000 in their first month. And we're looking good there. So that's going to about do it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. All right. Have a great day and God bless. Bye-bye.